Hi friends, and welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. If you are new here, my name is Brenda and this is my sweet Oliver, and we are so glad you stopped by. And if you are returning, you guys are amazing. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting.
Okay, DIY number one. So I'm going to take this 12-inch wood round from Dollar Tree. I'm going to fill in the holes with some spackling. I removed the hanger from it. And then I'm going to paint it with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Snow White. And I took these are tops of 5-gallon paint stir sticks that I had laying around from when I cut them. So I'm going to take those and paint them with my maze. And then I'm going to take my, this is, I think, like maybe 2-inch painter's tape, and I'm going to lay them or lay it out on my wood round using that small piece as a spacer. I'm just making sure that it's nice and even in the middle and on the sides. And then, you see there, it's not even. So I took my tape and then I'm just going to kind of move the little uh, area right there, bring it up a little bit, and there we go. And then I just did that the rest of the way. Then I'm going to paint all of those white areas with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Maze. I also went around and did the edges and some of the backside. I did not paint the whole backside, and I just went around the edge, and you'll see why in just a little bit. So once I had that all painted, I took this other 12-inch wood round from Dollar Tree. I was going to do this for the first of the month playlist where we did our summer fruits, but I did not like those two napkins together. I thought it looked nasty. So I decided to paint the edges of it with yellow and put my hanger through it, just like you see me doing right there. Then I'm going to take those paint stir sticks and I'm going to lay them all out like I wanted. Some are taller, and then it will go tall, short, tall, short, tall, short, all the way around. Once I have them all laid the way I wanted them, I'm going to use my wood glue and hot glue to glue them in place. And as I'm editing this, I realized I did not paint the back of those. So I'm probably going to have to go and paint the back of those that are sticking up. Out from the back side of it, because I like my projects to look finished. So after I have all of these glued on there, and I was just kind of using my fingers so I knew where to stop, and that way I didn't have glue all the way up the part that's not being glued. Then I'm going to add my wood glue all along the top part of these, and then after that, I'm going to add just a little bit of hot glue all the way around. And of course, the wood glue is for permanent hold. The hot glue is for immediate hold. And then I'm going to add that one striped piece to the top of it. Then I took, these are 3-inch wood cursive letters that I got from Amazon by mistake. I wanted smaller and I got too big. But anyways, I painted these with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Peacock. I love this color. And once they were dry, I'm taking my Titebond Quick and Thick multi-surface glue to glue those letters in place. And I'm using the lines to help me stay even or straight. I was like, this is perfect. I love making stripes for this reason. And then after I have them all glued, and with these cursive letters, you kind of have to angle them just right so that they flow together, just like, and that's why I'm kind of turning them around or moving them to fit. Then I'm going to take my black marker here. I got this from Dollar Tree. I love it. And I'm just going to make some squiggly lines, and not really squiggly, but just some short lines and a few dots just to kind of give it a whimsical look, a little bit more of a interesting look, detailed look. I don't know what you want to call it, but I just wanted it to look a little more fun. So then I took this beautiful turquoise burlap I just got at Hobby Lobby and this beautiful ribbon. I think I got this from Hobby Lobby too a year or two ago. And I'm making 2 bows, doing the awareness ribbon, scrunching them up in the middle, and tying them together with some twine. And yes, that's my little granddaughter sitting there. I think she likes to get her hands in the camera on purpose. Oh, little girl, she's so silly. Anyways, I tied a knot around, and then I'm going to dovetail the ends, which you just fold in half and cut at an angle. And I did that to all 4 of the tails from those ribbons. Then I'm just going to glue it with some hot glue And there it is. I absolutely love how this came out. It's bright, it's cheery, it's sunny, and it's perfect for summer. You have to let me know what you think about this in the comment box below.
Okay, guys, here we are once again, just stopping by to say hi, to chit chat for a little bit and see what comes to mind as I talk, because sometimes just things pop out of the blue and I do rabbit trails going here and there and everywhere. I'll try not to do that. But anyways, I appreciate all of you guys for coming by, for stopping in. You guys like his bow tie this month? Isn't that cute? I thought it kind of fit a little bit for, well, I guess we're not really in the 4th of July yet, but yeah, anyways. And his little red tag. See, it does look patriotic, doesn't it? Whatever. Anyways, oh, he's such a sweet boy. Yeah, I don't know what to talk about today. I guess my mind's blank today. I didn't drink enough coffee. I think I need more coffee. I actually do think I need more coffee. I think when I get off of this, I'm going to go make me some more coffee, because some more coffee sounds really good right now. But anyways, let's quit talking about coffee. I hope you guys are enjoying today's video, and I hope you're enjoying your summer. There's nothing like summer. You guys know it. I just love summer. I love it so much. But anyways, you know what? I know I love summer just like I love Christmas. I love Christmas, but I get tired of it after a while. Like, I get tired of my stuff after a while and I have to put it down. Same with summer. Yeah, I like change. Do you guys like change? I had someone ask me here a few weeks ago if she was the only one who liked to change out her decor because she gets tired of seeing the same thing. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. And I'm that way about food. I love a variety. I get tired of the same thing over and over. In fact, I had lost a lot of weight before I met my husband. And after we got married, because I was on Weight Watchers, my husband, because he worked from the house, I worked out of the house, so he would always make dinner, and he would make the same thing over and over and over. And I appreciated the fact that I didn't have to cook, and I appreciated the fact that he was cooking, but I like variety, and I found myself going out to lunch and getting other things because I wanted something different. And so, yeah, my weight kept creeping up. Finally, I realized I'm paying for Weight Watchers, and I'm not doing Weight Watchers. So why am I paying for Weight Watchers if I'm not doing it, right? Anyways, story of my life, up and down. But yeah, I like variety. So I am constantly on Pinterest looking for new recipes, and having the grandkids here and their parents here, you know, I'm always, my grandson's a lot like me in that way. I'm always looking for stuff that they're going to like, and something new, something different. We were on a plan before they came to live with us, a meal plan that, I don't like calling it a diet. It's a meal plan. And it was great at first, but then I started realizing most of the meals were the same. They were called different, but they were basically the same thing. And yeah, to this day I have a hard time with zucchini, and I used to love zucchini, but there was so much zucchini in it I can hardly even fathom. Even my husband says that. My husband doesn't get tired of foods, and he's like, yeah, let's not have zucchini for a while. But anyways, I like variety. So yes, with decor, I love variety too. And same with seasons, I guess. You know, other than winter, I love to have the hot summer, but I think like living somewhere where maybe it's that way all the time, I would probably get tired of it. I do like to have some cool fall. I love fall. And when that is the one thing I kind of had to get used to here in Oklahoma, is that fall doesn't necessarily really start until the middle or end of November as far as cool weather. So that was kind of hard to get used to, because when you see pumpkins out and you see all the warm fall colors in decor and stuff, and yet it's still 80 degrees outside and the sun's still shining and you're still running around in shorts, it's kind of hard to make it feel like fall. But you know, it is what it is. I wouldn't change it. I still love living here, even with tornado season. So yes, you're not the only one who does likes it to see a change. I do too. Maybe that's why this is good for me, because then I can change out my decor whenever I want. And maybe you can too. And I hope this helps all of you that may be that way as well. So anyways, we're going to quit chatting. And I just want to say again, I appreciate all of you guys. And again, if you're new here and you enjoy home decor on a budget, make sure you hit that red subscribe button before you go. And with all of that, you guys, I will continue on with that video.
Okay, DIY number 2. So I'm going to take a wood heart from Dollar Tree. I removed that hanger. I'm going to add some spackling to it as well, just to fill in that hole. And then I am going to take my pencil here. I'm just kind of trying to draw out some leaf shapes. I think I did kind of erase some of these and fixed it a little bit to make it look a little more like a leaf. And then I painted them with my Waverly chalk paint in the color fern. I took a small piece from a 1-gallon paint stir stick, painted that with that same fern color, and then the rest of the heart I painted with my crimson color by Waverly. Then I took my black marker here and I'm just going to draw out some big strawberry seeds. And I'm hoping you guess this is a strawberry. But anyways, I'm just going to kind of use that to draw some seeds, and then I'm going to paint inside of those seeds with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Maize, and I'm just being real careful. I did go over the black again because I know I painted over some of the black, even though I was trying not to, but I just used my marker afterwards, just kind of went over it again. Then I took I'll show you the color green at the end. I forget the name of it. And I'm just going to draw some little lines. I drew that curly Q line on the stem. And then I'm just going to go around the leaves just to add some dimension, add some fun, whimsical pieces to it. I don't know what you say. But anyways, I just wanted it to come alive a little bit more. And then I just kind of went around the edges of it all with that light paint too. And yeah, there it is, lime tree. And then I'm just going to trace that stem where I want to glue it, use my Titebond glue here, and I'm going to glue that little stem right in place. I love how this came out. It is so cute. Who would have thought of using a heart to make a strawberry, right? And then I took another 12-inch wood piece and a 10-inch wood piece. I traced out the 10-inch wood piece. I painted the outside edge of that trace with my maize color, and then the inside with white. Then I took that same marker and I'm just tracing around where the white and the yellow meet. And I did not care if it was exactly straight. It gives it a whimsical look. And then I'm going to take my pencil here and I'm drawing out some big seed lines here in the middle. Once I had it the way I liked it, I took some more of that maize color chalk paint by Waverly, and very carefully I'm going to paint the inside of each one of those seed drawings that I created. And I'm just trying to be careful to go around the edge. And I think I did a couple of coats, mainly just around the edge to cover up that pencil line because I didn't want you to see it. And once I got all of those painted in, I guess I'm still showing you. I guess I wanted to show you how careful I was trying to be going around and painting over that edge or the pencil marks. Anyways, I didn't think I showed all that. Anyways, I took my folk art in the color Summer Porch, and I just kind of went around the inside edge of those seeds with it, and then just did some little lines in the middle just to bring it to life. I just love this. Oh my gosh. And of course, I'm looking at pictures online because I'm not good at thinking of this kind of stuff because I've never taken any art classes or know anything about shading. So I just have to look at pictures to get the ideas. But and I took that Summer Porch color and went around the edge. I didn't measure. I just took a brush and just kind of eyed it and went around it with that as well. Then I took this what is this? Watermelon. Oh my goodness. Watermelon sign from Dollar Tree. I'm removing all that paper. Now, if you don't want to go through the hassle removing the paper, you could just paint the backside, but it has glitter on it. I don't want to get glitter on everything. And like I said, I like all my stuff to be completely finished. Once I removed that top layer, I just spritzed it down with some water, let it sit for about 5 minutes, and then use my paint scraper to remove all that excess paper and glue. Then I'm going to paint the edges of it with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Fern, and then I painted a little stripe after that fern with white, and then the rest of it with my crimson. Then I'm again going to use my pencil here to make some seed marks, some watermelon seed marks, and then I'm going to paint it with my Waverly chalk paint in the color ink, and I'm just using a small brush just to go within those drawings. And the drawings really is just to help me make sure I'm doing the right shapes, which it helped for the most part, but it's not perfect, and that's okay. I then used my Cricut, and I actually used regular vinyl to create my saying, and it says welcome sweet summertime, and I'm just going to add the welcome sweet to the lemon and the summertime to the watermelon. Now originally I thought about making this all straight up and down, but then I thought, no, let's make it more whimsical and do everything kind of at a corner. I kind of wish I would have did the straight up and down. I think I would have liked it better. It still looks cute, but it's really not what was pictured. I should have just went up and down. But I'm using my wood glue here, or no, I think that was Titebond glue. Either way, I'm using hot glue again for the immediate hold and permanent hold there. So I'm going to glue the lemon to the watermelon and the strawberry behind the top part of the lemon. And then I'm going to create my holes. Actually, it's to the left of my lemon, not the top. But I'm going to create some hanger holes with my Big Mouth Crocodile, which is in my Amazon store. And there's the link to that in the description box under tools. Or it's under the tools in my description box, or in my goodness, in my Amazon store. I can't talk. If you're interested. Anyways, I just added some twine for a hanger. Tied knots on the back. Now, if you recreate this and wanted to add a bow or two, you could definitely do that. I just thought there's so much going on, it might be better to not add a bow. But there it is. I love it. I think it's so much fun. It's just the fruits of summer. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Okay, it is a time for a celebration of your recreations. And we have Renee. She's been busy. She has her little helper there who made his little DIY there. All so cute, Renee. Thank you so much. And then we have Kathy D, who recreated this farm sign that I made. I love it, Kathy. It is so pretty. And then we have Kathy S, who made this cute little sign with her little pig. Oh, she does such amazing drawing and painting. She's really good at that. So thank you, ladies, for sharing those. And if you have a creation or recreation that you would like me to showcase, you can send pictures to my email address that's listed there, or you can send them to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. Okay, DIY number 3. So I'm going to take another 12-inch wood round. No, this is a 14-inch wood round from Hobby Lobby, and those flip-flops are from Hobby Lobby. I traced that line there, and I'm going to paint it with my hazelnut on the bottom part, and then I'm going to take that light mocha with my fan brush, and I'm just pouncing it all around. Now, I don't know. It's not quite what I was picturing in my mind, but it was close, and I still liked it. So anyways, I just kind of wanted to make it look like sand, and I thought about using like the baking soda to give it more texture, but I just ended up doing what I did there. So then I took my Waverly chalk paint in the color Ocean, and I'm painting the top part. I didn't measure it, just kind of eyed it, just gave it a good coat on the top. Then without cleaning my brush, I'm going to take my Peacock by Waverly, and I'm just going to add it right below it, and just kind of mixing those colors in a little bit. And I'm just going to go down here. I'm going to do the sides, and then I'm going to also just go down just a little bit more. And I love doing this technique. I've done this technique in the past when I've done nautical DIYs. It always just looks so pretty. I just love it. Anyways, once I had the amount on there that I wanted, I took Lagoon by Waverly. These are all just beautiful colors. I just love them. I did not clean off my brush from the other two colors because I really want to, combine them and let a little bit show up here and there. And so I'm just painting another section with that Lagoon color. And once I have that painted in, I'm going to take Pool by Waverly, and I'm going to finish off the bottom part with that pool. Again, I did not wash my paintbrush in between any of these colors. I just wanted them to all kind of blend together. And yeah, so it kind of looks like water. So I wish I would have left it like this, but I do take that brush and kind of go over the top and everything. Which to me, I think makes it look a little bit more like a sky than water, but you get the hint when it's all put together of what it is. So after that, I took my fan brush and my white chalk paint here, and I'm just pouncing along where the brown and the pool color meet to make it look like a coastline. And I'm just going to go pouncing here, and then I'm going to, I don't know what I'm doing there, but I'm going to pounce again just above it, just kind of make it a little bit thicker, I guess. I don't know what I was doing. A lot of times when I do this stuff, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of looking at it and seeing, okay, is this going to work? And yeah, so once I'm done with that, there's my little granddaughter again. I did this. I wish I wouldn't have done so much of this in this section right there. Because when you'll see what I do next is what I actually like. I just kind of do it here and there. And I actually like that a little bit better, but it still looks good. So then I took my flip-flops, and I have this sped way up, but I really slowly trying to go around the what are those things? The straps of the flip-flops with my peacock color. And I'm doing this on one of the flip-flops. The other flip-flop, I'm going to paint a different color here, but I'm just going really slow along the line. I do paint the straps with my Waverly chalk paint in the color ink, but then I painted the rest of this with my peacock color. See how slow I'm going? And this is really sped up. But anyways, after I have this all painted, I will show you the color that I used for the other flip-flops. So I'm going to use Bright Magenta by Apple Barrel. And then once they were both dry, I took this paintbrush, and I'm just using the bottom of it to make some polka dots on. I did this on both of my flip-flops. And then after I have this all done, I'm going to use that little paintbrush that's in my hand to just kind of smooth out the middle of the those dots. And that one got a little crooked there. I'm trying to even it up a little bit there. And then after that, I took these 2-inch wood letters. I got these from Amazon. You can get them from Hobby Lobby as well. And I put them on some painter's tape, and I'm going to paint them with my ink chalk paint by Waverly, which is really black. And then I'm going to use my Tight Bond glue here, my Quick and Thick, and I'm going to glue those all in place, just like you see. And then I'm going to take my flip-flops, and I'm going to use my Quick and Thick here as well to glue them on the bottom of my sign. And yes, this is where I wish I was. I love the beach. Anyways, although I will not swim in the ocean because I'm afraid of all the fish, but I will go walk and wade at the shoreline. And then I just added my hanger. Now I took this, this is also burlap ribbon I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to I cut them down to maybe 6 inches and dovetailed the ends, and I'm just scrunching them in the middle and alternating the colors. And then the two on the top I kind of moved so they weren't straight across with them. And then I'm going to tie some twine around them as well. And I did not have any kind of ribbons that really matched these colors. And then I found these at Hobby Lobby, and so I just grabbed those. And then I'm just going to glue that to the top of my sign. And then I had these leaves from Dollar Tree, and I thought, perfect, they look kind of tropical. I'm going to use these. So I'm just going to glue 2 on each side of my little bow there. And then this, you'll see this from the next video, but it's just a little flower that came from a headband from Dollar Tree, and there it is. I love this one too. It is so, so cute, and it makes me want to go to the beach. Okay, DIY number 4. So I'm going to take a 12 by 12 wood sign, and I'm going to paint it with Waverly chalk paint in the color Snow White. You could use any square sign if you want, or you could even do a wood round if you want to recreate this. I'm going to use my 1-inch painter's tape here to mark off some stripes, and again using that little piece as a spacer to make sure it's all even. And once I get it all even and get them all on there, I'm going to paint it with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Lagoon. And then after it was dry, I took this, this came from a banner from Dollar Tree that had flamingos and pineapple. And I'm just going to use it to trace out the flamingo. Now, I had a viewer ask me to do some flamingos for summer, and I just don't know if I could do a whole video with flamingos. Um, so I thought, well, you know what? I might be able to do something with a flamingo for a door sign. So this is my attempt to do flamingos. And what are you doing, Oliver? Sorry, Oliver's trying to get comfortable here next to me. Oh, he's such a silly dog. Anyways, so after I had it traced out, I'm like, you know what? You're going to see that blue through the pink. And so I thought, okay, well, I'm just going to take some white paint here. I'm just going to paint over the blue lines that are inside of that tracing of the flamingo. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of tracing over or painting over the blue. I don't know what I'm doing there. I think there was still a little bit of blue showing up there. And then once I had that all done, I'm going to use my black here to just paint the bottom part of the nose. And I'm being very careful, trying not to get it over the line or past the line because I did not want to have to repaint anything. Anyways, I'm going to finish that one up. And then I'm going to take a lighter color pink. I think it's Pink Polish. Yeah, Pink Polish by Apple Barrel. And I'm just going to paint a little section above the black here with that pink polish using a very small paintbrush there. And then I'm going to use my fuchsia by Apple Barrel, and I'm going to paint the rest of my flamingo. Now, I know I was trying to decide. I know that some flamingos you see, they have orange legs. Some, or paintings at least, have orange legs. Some have pink legs. Some have black legs. I decided to go ahead and make the legs all the same color with that fuchsia color, but then I took my black marker here and I'm just outlining the whole flamingo, and then I'm doing the legs too, just to kind of show where the difference is between the two legs there, so that didn't look like a one big leg in one spot there. Anyways, so once I trace that all out, I'm going to give it a little black eye, and then I am going to take this pink polish, and I'm just taking a small brush and just kind of making little lines, wispy lines, just to kind of give it an idea of feathers, I guess. And then I'm going to take these 1-inch wood letters I get from Amazon. I put them on some painter's tape to hold them in place, and then painted them with my black chalk paint. Then I took, okay, these are the headbands. I got 2 of these from Walmart, or not Walmart, I'm sorry, Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut off that stupid tag. Why would anyone put a tag right there on a headband? Anyways, and I cut off the band itself. And this one of the headbands, I just cut all the flowers to be single. And then this one I kept together. And I'm just using my Tite Bond to glue them all in place because I needed 6 and there was only 5 flowers on a headband. So I'm going to use my letters here. I'm going to use my Tite Bond. I'm going to brush it on, and I'm just going to glue them in the middle of the flowers. And yes, I know it is kind of hard to see the word summer inside those flowers, but yeah, I could have cut down the flowers a little, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, but I still like it. So I'm going to take the rest of the wood letters and I'm going to paint them, or not paint them, I'm going to use my paintbrush to add my Tite Bond glue on the back so that we don't have so much glue seeping out, even though you see it on my E there. And I'm going to lay those out right in that perfect stripe because they're all 1 inch, and so are the letters, so it fit perfectly. That way I can make sure they were straight. And I'm going to just add a few more of those little flowers to the bottom. I was trying to figure out what to do. It's like I don't have any little palm trees or umbrellas, and I didn't really want to try drawing and painting another one. So that's why I added the flowers. But anyways, I'm going to add my hanger, and there it is. I hope you enjoyed today's video with all these summer door hangers. Let me know in the comment box if you're interested in seeing any more. I did have more ideas, but didn't have enough time to get to all of them. So let me know, and if so, I might make the next video some more door hangers for summer. But just let me know if you would like to see it or if you're over it. And here's the final reveal. I will be back again on Sunday with the What Would You Make challenge. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Make sure you give me that thumbs up, comment, and share this video and subscribe. And with all of that, you guys, I hope you have a blessed weekend, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.